Well, hello, Venter. Listen, today it's raining and it's been raining consistently. So if all of a sudden this video stops, remember the key sentiment behind this video, that there's always a reason not to take your walk. Try to take your walk anyway. If it's too hot, see if you can go out earlier in the day or later in the evening. If it's raining, see if you can go to the gym and walk. After I'm done with this walk, I'm gonna go to the gym like I always do and exercise and walk there. But remember, the walk must go on. Where you guys live, it might rain 3 or 4 days in a row. If you have 1 or 2 hours where you can walk, try to get outside and go. Remember, the only way this walking deal works is if you do it consistently, like every day, not consistently like 3 or 4 days a week. So anyway, it's been like in the 80s lately, and all of a sudden today it's like 48 degrees, which when you're used to the 80s, heck, it might as well be freezing temperatures. We walk every single day. We drink water every single day, and we avoid sugar like the plague. And in case you're wondering, your boy is still going strong. Today is day 3 without any type of sugars. And what I mean any type, I mean literally, I'm not even having fruit sugars or anything like that either. No natural sugars. We have about 3 more weeks left in our 90-day challenge here. And if you guys have been walking every single day and you can join me by not eating sugar, you're gonna see a real jump in the amount of weight you lose here over the next 3 or 4 weeks. But if you're one of those that still wants to enjoy your daily treat, your daily cookie or candy bar, just make sure you still drink a lot of water and keep walking. We have a rule here. It's called the 2/3 rule. If you ever skip a day of walking, make sure you still choose not to have any sweets and to only drink water. If you find yourself eating sweets, make sure you still drink water and make sure that you still take your walk. And if you find yourself drinking some Coca-Cola or some sort of sweet drink, just immediately go back to water and walking, and you should be okay. What happened in your past is you would say, oh my God, I bought these half dozen of donuts. I've already eaten 1 or 2. I don't want to have the other 4 go to waste. And before you know it, you're pigging out on donuts. In the future, let's enjoy that 1 or 2 donuts that you bought, but let's get right back on track by getting outside and walking. If any of you guys have been walking with me consistently for the past 2 or 3 months, then you probably already have a pretty good walking routine. I think that walking routine is what's going to give us an advantage over our fellow human beings when it comes to longevity. Heck, any Tom, Dick, or Harry can make it 60 or 70 years. The goal is for us to make it even longer and, perhaps more importantly, to be more active in the process. I don't want to be how my grandmother was, guys. She lived from the age of 90 to 98 and a half, basically stuck in her bed all the time. If you and I are going to live that long, I want to make sure that we're walking every step of the way. Holy cold outside. My goodness. Did you guys see that thing where they were talking to like Mayor Adams, Eric Adams, and I think they were also speaking to like the mayor of Boston, that Michelle Wu lady, and I think they had 2 other people there. And lately, over the last day or 2, all these senators have been kind of grilling them. And my God, to me, it doesn't even look like the senators are grilling them. It looks to me like some sort of act. Sometimes I wonder, is it all just a play? Is it all just a movie meant to entertain us? Because it just seems so weird. All these people, they sound so professional. And then the mayors, they just sound like fools. They literally sound like fools. The one female senator, I forget her name, and I apologize, but she was like, just give me yes or no answers. And every darn question she asked, None of them could give her a yes or no answer. And don't get me wrong, I don't like when people ask me, give me a yes or no answer, because sometimes you want to be able to explain yourself, right? But I still find it funny that whenever it comes to our politicians, they never just want to talk honestly and from the heart. They always have this speech prepared for everything, and you just get tired of it after a while. I'm obviously taking the shortcut today. I'm a firm believer that even if you only have 15 or 20 minutes just to do a quick lap around the block, my thinking is go for it, especially if you've been walking for a certain amount of days in a row. The last thing you want to do is to have your streak come to an end because you're afraid of the weather. Now, I say that, but keep in mind, I live in Phoenix, where when it rains 1 or 2 days, I'm already like, hey, I better take a shortcut. You might live in a state where it rains, like I said, for days and sometimes weeks on end. Find a way to still get your walk in. Remember, there's always a million reasons not to take your walk. Don't fall prey to those reasons. Go to the gym and walk. Go to your church or wherever, the rec center, and get a walk in. I was gonna cancel this walk. And what I mean by canceling is I was gonna bundle up in a jacket and take it without going with you guys. But I figure this is a good opportunity to tell you guys that even I occasionally have a bout of weather that makes it challenging. But you know what makes it more challenging? When you go 3 or 4 weeks without working out and then you're trying to get back into your routine. So I told you guys a couple months back that the doctor told my mom, hey, you are in a danger zone here. You better change your ways and start walking, becoming more active, drinking more water, less sugar, less foods, right? You need to really cut down on the calories. Well, guess what? Instead of eating fruits or vegetables, she started eating ice cream that was flavored like pineapple and fruit instead of actually having the real stuff. So because she didn't take it seriously, now she's got to take metformin every day, or however the dosage goes with that. That's where you don't want to be, if you really think about it. That's why on days when it's snowing outside or when it's raining, you got to come up with a backup plan. Well, Jesse, I don't have time to do these things. That's why whenever you're on your walk, you need to dive into your think tank and come up with a plan B. Even if you're stuck in one of the bedrooms of your house, you could technically walk in place. You know how those silly people are always walking in place? You could do one of those numbers. Or you could, like I said, go get a Planet Fitness gym membership for $12 or $15 a month, whatever it costs, and go to the gym. Have any of you guys ever been out walking? Maybe not necessarily on a walk, but just out walking. Maybe you're going to a store that's not too far and you didn't feel like driving, and then all of a sudden it legitimately starts pouring rain down. Oh my God, I've had that happen a couple of times, and all of a sudden you're calling an Uber to pick you up. Hey, how's it going? Good, good. Oh, beautiful dog. The dog was huge. Sometimes you look at dogs and you think, oh, that dog's only 80, 90 pounds. It's not that big. And then it gets up close to you and you're like, holy crap, that thing's 80 or 90 pounds. That thing's huge. I didn't enjoy it 2 days ago. I was trying to avoid sugar, and it was that first day where I decided I'm not going to have anything, including bananas and natural sugars, until the end of our 90-day challenge. And then I realized, well, heck, maybe I'll just give it up for Lent. Well, Lent's 40 days. We're on day 3. We got 37 more. I'll make a promise to you guys that if you want to join me, even if you didn't join me yet, join me tomorrow on this no sugar thing. If you really want to know how to lose a lot of weight, I think that's the magical key. You got to really stay away from the sugar, and you got to do it for at least a month or so straight. So that's what the goal is, guys. For the next 3 or 4 weeks until the end of the 90 days, your boy's not going to have any sugar. And on top of that, I'm thinking about busting out some sit-ups. I haven't done sit-ups in a couple of years because of my surgery. Some of you guys are thinking, I didn't know Jesse had a surgery. Yeah. The reason I started my walking channel is because last year at this time I was recovering from a surgery and I had gained a lot of weight. Well, fast forward to now, I've gained a little weight because of Halloween and stuff that I'm just trying to get off of me. And walking and eating less sugar has not been effective. What are you trying to say, Jesse? What I'm trying to say is that if I'm the guru on how to lose weight, and even I have struggles with it, it just shows you that we're all human, including me. But I know how to get rid of the weight. You have to actually hit the brake. You have to hit the brakes when it comes to eating sugar and junk food. So that's what I'm doing now. Got myself a bag of Skinny Pop, and instead of eating desserts, I'm eating Skinny Pop. Now, Sean, in case you're wondering, I did get off the sugar completely by using Greek yogurt. That Greek yogurt from Chobani is very dull. It's very not the sweetest, if you know what I mean. If you've had regular Dannon yogurt and then you compare it to Chobani Greek yogurt, I'm sure you guys have all noticed Greek yogurt is not the sweetest yogurt in the world. If you're having a hard time getting off the sweets, try to give up your donuts and pastries for some Greek yogurt and try to go sugar-free in the upcoming days. Baby step into it. Remember, that's the key. It's Kaizen. With Kaizen, we do baby steps, and after a while, when you put all those little baby steps together, you've actually made some pretty explosive growth or change. So keep it going. Oh my God, I can see my breath. Keep it going. Don't stop. You're probably laughing because you're thinking 48 degrees. I wish it was as warm as 48 degrees. So I know where you guys are, it's much colder. But stay the course. Don't give up. We'll get through this together. I don't even know if I'm gonna put this video up. It's so boring. But you wanna know something? Sometimes life is not about fun. Sometimes you have to take your walk, not because, hey, I want a nice, pleasant stroll, but because you gotta remember, it is still your exercise plan. And because it's your exercise plan, you wanna stay with it. Now, I know most people think, Jesse, I don't think doing an exercise every single day is smart because you're gonna eventually wanna quit. But we don't look at it like that here, Venters. We look at it and we say, why would I wanna quit something I love and enjoy? Is it as enjoyable when your face is frozen and your hands are too? Not as enjoyable, but it's better than the alternative. Being told by your doctor that you have to go on metformin or some sort of other drug. I'm happy to tell you guys that at my age, I don't take any prescriptions. Some of you do. Some of you are on prescriptions that you have to stay on. I'm not urging you to get off. But if you don't take any prescriptions, let's see if we can keep it that way. And the best way we can do that is to stay in tip-top shape. So I'm begging you, Venters, put your shoes on and walk, drink some more water, give up the sugar with me. It's tough. Trust me, there's a piece of me that wants to go and get something sweet right now, but I'm not gonna. And I want you to go through the misery with me because it's easier to go through misery together. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.